Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this crazy series so far between eLevate and iSolation. Game number 2 just went to eLevate, but really by the narrowest of margins.
Yeah, and that's I was tweeting back and forth with Saints a bit, and that's exactly what happened. He said, I thought he was weak, I thought he was dead. Just one of those scenarios where you start to turn on somebody, haven't finished up the first kill, but Slack bails him out. So 2-0 advantage here for eLevate, and we said this was going to be a 3-0 for eLevate with the maps and the breakdown of host, or it was going to be probably a game 5, potentially going to ISO. This is looking like it's going to be the sweep. Yeah, realistically, that kill from Slack to clinch that round 11 could have just saved eLevate from going all the way to a game 5 search and destroy, to now being able to close it out here on BioLab Uplink. Maven, it's one of your favorite game modes. BioLink, you even have its own, your own name for it. First blood going to iSolation. Maven, I'm going to be real with you. I don't see how ISO wins this game. And I only have a name for this map because of my severe Tourette.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I just say the wrong thing entirely.
Oh, absolutely.
Taking a look at it, it looks like strong side, at least for right now, off the rip, is going to be for ISO. In my opinion, they're going to need a pretty significant lead here in the first side in order to take this game. So far, everyone right now is vying for control here of the drone spawn. TJ doing a pretty good job here holding players back. He was able to pick up one, also pushed back Silly as well. And now he's got the drone in his hands. They've only really got one person to beat. He's got some help coming with him here. They're going to switch spots. See, the drone, his defender left in the melee, like hits the edge of the glass there, I think. He doesn't get the kill. They're not able to fire it through. And all of a sudden, what I thought was definitely going to be points, it is, okay, finally they're going to get this through for a dunk. He had cover there. They crossed paths. Yeah. Instead of that player covering him for the player on top base, I don't know, he pushed by him. Yeah, weird communication mishap there. Instead of them watching, as you said, that top red area, they instead rotated, expecting a flood through mid-snow. Unfortunately, it never came. Thankfully for eLevate, though, they were still able to convert the points. Now in a position to get 2 more as they have 2 players pinched in bottom elbow. Classic just going to go for the 1-point toss. He connects with that one, a 2-possession lead now for eLevate after the first 90 seconds. Oh, yeah, and this is an incredible break here. I mean, they're on the weaker side. They've already got a 3-0 advantage here. They've done a really good job of controlling the drone spawn. They had, well, pretty good control, really, of Bio, and even to a degree, the base of ISO off the rip for this one. Excellent job from them. They're going to have 3 kills coming on the kill feed as well. This should be drone kill. We got drone control for them yet again. Havoc's got to win this gunfight in elbow. He's going to lose it. That's going to allow them to start to get forward, and that should be potential points for them. They're trying to get forward. Someone's going to have to grab it here. It's just going to be Slack left up alive, not able to win that gunfight, and this is going to be a wrap or a reset for ISO. ISO now going to begin to run this drone through green. They do have the cover, but unfortunately for them, 4 players of eLevate are all on top of their uplink capture zone. There's the beatdown from Classic. He's going to grab that one and run right off the map. Heads up play from him. The drone's going to reset, and his team is also going to spawn right on top of it. And they were forced to spawn out of blue because Havoc was still on their spawn. Potentially, yeah, that's going to just really be easier for them. I thought Havoc might try to flank them there at blue, but he wrapped back to help his team at drone spawn. If he would have flanked through, I think he might have been able to actually come up with a couple kills. Drone in the hands of Classic yet again. He's 9-6 to start off this game. Maven continuing to impress for me. Now going to run that one, toss in the 1-point play yet. Oh, missing that one. Actually, the drone, though, still in possession. A play could still be converted. No, ISO going to grab this one, begin to run it towards red. They've got 3 players that just spawned up, though. That's when you can't wrap. That's a reset. Now you're running into 3 players there, but it ends up working out, thankfully, for the side of iSolation. They win all of their gunfights, and now it's a pretty good chance here to move forward, but the player on the head gets there by the bomb site, able to pick up the player pushing with the drone. Havoc, though, coming in from behind. This is definitely going to be a dunk. They're back in this one immediately. They've got control. They should be forcing a spawn. Since they pushed forward, I thought they were going to push on blue, but since they're wrapping towards drone so quickly, they're almost spawning at the base of iSolation. TJ picking up a 2-piece, 1 final player inside of blue. That's going to be Silly, the last remaining iSolation player in an aggressive spot on the map. Finds 1 kill on Saints. Now getting challenged from behind, winning another gunfight there against TJ. Doing a fantastic job of keeping his position held down. The rest of his team has spawned up. Silly stayed alive for just long enough for Gito to grab the drone. Should go for the 1-point toss here off top blue. Yeah, as long as he's got some help up front. That was one. He actually probably had 2, but he's going to miss it. It's going to turn into a dunk, though. No, it's not. The player's going to get cut down. I think that was Havoc in a spot to pick it up. And all of a sudden, this is an opportunity to wrap here. They're going to be able to push forward. Oh god, they're gonna...
Oh, they got the spawn mid-ice too. This could work out perfectly. The final player will spawn elbow. They have the ice cut off. There's the kills from Classic. Picks up 3 and the drone. He's gonna dunk that one in. Beautifully played by eLevate, now up 5-2.
You know, they didn't get forward super quickly. They allowed for the spawn rotation to come in. I didn't think they were actually going to get forward, but when you have Classic get a 3-piece there, makes for a very, very easy dunk. I think a 1-point toss is going to come in there for iSolation, still trailing by 2.
Should be 5-3 at the half.
But if you're down right now and you had the strong side to start here, I mean, this is definitely eLevate's game to close down the second side.
Absolutely. At the end of the half, going to be a 5-3 lead. Havoc picking up yet again another 2-piece in this game 3. If you're just tuning in, eLevate's up 2-0. They won a clutch round 11 search and destroy there. Almost gave up 3 straight rounds to throw the game away. Here's your final kill cam. There's one from Havoc. Picks up the second here on Saints right outside of yellow. Taking a look at your scoreboard. Saints 9-15 and Slack 8-12. Both players struggling. You fully expect them to pick things up here on side number 2.
All right, well, here we go. This is going to be, a lot comes down to the break. If we see eLevate just get control early, get a couple points, get control of the base, and just start to run away with this one in the first couple of minutes, I just don't think you're going to be able to come back here if you're iSolation. They've got to get control early. They need some early points like you saw eLevate do on the other side. Right now, everyone is kind of vying for purple control right now, trying to get forward with the drone. Saints is going to get a 2-piece. TJ not able to win that gunfight against Silly at top blue. Silly doing a good job so far, controlling blue, locking down this drone spawn.
Silly gets cut down by Havoc. Oh, that made no sense. Silly gets cut down by Slack, sorry. Now, both players of iSolation trying to break back into blue yet again. There's the big kill on Slack, but TJ right there to answer right back, playing that aggressive AR role in this game for eLevate. Dito able to pick him up after 45 seconds of side number 2. No one has really been able to do much with the drone.
Yeah, no one's really having control, but this is iSolation's chance. They've got 3 forward. They've got a player top purple and inside of purple. They've got to pick up a couple kills here. But Classic, again, big kill, shuts it down. The only player left really is Havoc right by the drone spawn. But what a sneaky little play from him. He's able to get the assist on the drone carrier, then pick up another one spawn. And no, not able to win that gunfight with Sanso. Saints able to answer back. TJ trying to get forward. Can he get a 1-point toss? And there comes the melee. He's got a little bit of help, but it's just him and really Saints trying to make a push here with 3 players on defense. They waited for players to get forward here through circle. He's going to wrap it. Should have a dunk here. He's going to fly through, but he's going to get cut down. Lacefield with a 3-piece. He's going to lock it down on defense, but Slack's still alive. Picks up the kill. Can't get the dunk. Silly. Last second, able to clean it up. Drone's going to fall off the map.
Major play from iSolation. They keep it a 1-possession game. You can thank Lacefield for the 3-piece. First 2 kills, though, off the respawn go in favor of eLevate. They're going to grab that drone, move it towards blue. You can see 1 arrow inside of there. That's Havoc. Yet again, trying to be sneaky. He's going to challenge a player with the drone. There's the kill. Now picks up a second. 1-point toss, though, coming in from eLevate. 4 dead ISO. Going to be in a perfect position to run this drone. And they're running right past it. There we go.
The last player behind it is going to pick it up. That's going to be Silly Jack. He's going to try and get forward, but he had to drop it here. Wanted to be gun up. Classic's going to come in behind and flank him. Classic's actually able to get 2 there and get the drone, get it out and push forward by himself. Does he get a 1-point play as well? That was disgusting. Classic shuts it down. 3 players were inside of purple. It was complete iSolation control. Classic single-handedly gets his team a point there.
Maven, I can tell you right now, ISO's issues at the moment on side number 2 is they're not covering ice well enough. They're not setting players through the flank to get control of purple. TJ with the drone in hand just going to wait for the cover of his teammates. Dunked that one in. 6-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. eLevate in a prime position to close out the series 3-0.
Good job by TJ and Saints. TJ wisely hides behind the box. Saints picks up a 3-piece, leads to an easy dunk there for TJ. TJ's still in the base. He gets 1. There's 2 more players by him. He's providing such a distraction right now. This should lead to another 1-point toss.
There it is.
It's going to go through. They're pulling away. 2 minutes left. Excellent job here by eLevate. They're looking to bring out the sweep here.
4-possession lead now for eLevate. Slack has begun to heat up as well as Saints, and it reflects in the score. At the half, it was 5-3. Now 5 uncontested points. Maven, eLevate's going to need to completely collapse if they're going to give this game away with only a minute and a half remaining.
No, they've got this locked down. I mean, there hasn't been a single point scored on the side of ISO. They haven't even really had a forward push.
They've not even gotten close. I think the farthest they got the drone into eLevate's base was into purple.
Well, really, for me, that's props to the job eLevate's done.
Yeah.
For the most part, they've made all their one-point tosses. When they push forward, it's turned into dunks. They've only really given up one opportunity, I think, for that wrap. You know, the wrap being the easiest way for iSolation to score here. They've only really got to try it once, and it got shut down.
All right.
Good job by eLevate, just playing it wise, playing it safe, not really making any mistakes on the offensive side to turn into points. They're finally able to get two there the long way through snow, but with 60 seconds left, I just don't know if it's enough time, Jack.
Also, the push through ice coming out of eLevate. This timing might work out perfectly. You got to watch TJ. He picks up one kill there on Dito. The drone being tossed in by Slack. A 6-point lead. All 4 players fall again for iSolation. Maven, this game is over. eLevate gonna win it 3-0.
Yeah, this is the eLevate team. I know iSolation right now is by no means a top team in the league. I mean, they can play like it at times, but not consistently enough. But this is what I personally expect out of eLevate. When they're playing those kind of mid to low tier teams inside of the league, they should be pulling out the brooms. They should be 3-0. They should be 3-1-ing, really controlling stuff. And this is what we saw here. They do a good job. I know the S&D was close, but eLevate pretty easily handles this one in the 2 respawns. Good job by eLevate. I really think this is a team that's going to finish in like a top 4 or 5 spot in the league.
With that 3-0 victory, eLevate is now on a 5-match win streak. They started off very sloppy at the beginning of the season. Now they begin to turn it around. TJ fits in perfectly with this lineup. eLevate takes down ISO 3-0.
Yeah, I love everything about the roster, man. I really feel like you have all the pieces. You got, pretty unselfish player like Classic who can go big when needed. We see, sometimes he kind of lags a little bit in the respawn. When he needs to go big, he'll have monster games. TJ, Slack, and Saints, I mean, when you're talking kind of, I don't know, I guess sort of utility players that can do it in respawn, they can do it in S&D. If they need to do something objectively, they're all bright players. They're just really a well-rounded squad. They have all the pieces you need. And the big thing is, especially in AW, I mean, this sort of became more of a thing in Ghost, where you just need 4 people that can slay. If you have someone that's going double negative, a lot of times you're going to lose the game. That's just what we've seen. Whereas in Black Ops 2, maybe you could still pick up that win if you have some guys going off. If you have one player just not really putting in the slaying department in AW, it seems like 9 out of 10 times you're losing that map. They've got 4 people that can go monster when in the slaying department. I love this eLevate team. They made it look easy in this series.
Well, you heard Maven just break it down completely. eLevate took that one 3-0. We are now on the Vulcan site. Taking a look at the matchup between Matt and I. Here's a look at my team. You can see TJ, Saints, Silly, and Dito all playing. Unfortunately for me, that game went 3-0, so I was not able to get as much score as I would have liked. On the other side of things, Matt just had 2 players play. That was Silly and Dito. He still has Zuma, Glacier, Scump, Formal, Miracles, and Aches left tonight. Still can go either way, though. Going to need FaZe to 3-0. Optic Nation here if I want to be able to come back into this game. Because, hey, I had none of those players in that series on my team. FaZe versus ON is up next. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, your Scuff Showdown.